with coverage you can count on. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 11 in HD.
Elections or anything like that.
They're not?
No, I mean, it's not like they gave you a whole bunch of, you want, the high end, the low end, and, whatever.
So
They
we're
didn't
just
do that.
okay.
I think you just
We're
gonna get
just
new
staying the
cards.
same.
I think
don't
so,
worry?
pretty much,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
With coverage you can count on. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 11 in HD.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Cindy Sexton. Greg Glover is off. Police need your help finding the final person they say was involved in the day after Christmas scare at Hamilton Place Mall. Police have a warrant out for 31-year-old Reese Cosby, who they believe deliberately set off firecrackers inside Victoria's Secret's Pink store. Police say Gary and King, Diamond Jones, and Derisha Landman were accomplices. They're behind bars tonight. New at 11, Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Kate Smith has details.
The surveillance video made it easy for police to narrow down the four involved, who range in age from 20 to 31. They say it's not their first run-in with the law. Chattanooga police are looking for 31-year-old Reese Cosby. They believe he is the person responsible for setting off the fireworks and tossing them against a wall inside the Victoria's Secret Pink store.
Grown adults. This is not a juvenile thing here. This is grown adults acting like a bunch of juveniles.
A background check shows Cosby has been arrested 11 times in 6 years.
Once our organized crime unit actually looked at the video, we knew exactly who it was. It was one of those that we've dealt with these individuals before.
There were 4 people involved in this act. Police say Cosby and Gary and King are validated gang members. Diamond Jones was arrested for shoplifting at the mall back in November. Investigators know Dorisha Landman for previous encounters. Lieutenant Danny Jones says the incident was a ploy to cover up a large-scale theft.
Throughout the video, you can see the girls going around throughout the store and actually obtaining clothing and taking clothing off the hooks, basically laying it over their arms, talking back and forth with the different, with Mr. King and Mr. Cosby. And then essentially, basically, Mr. Cosby actually lights some type of firework.
He says more than $1,000 worth of merchandise was stolen, and there was approximately $2,000 in damage to the floor of the store.
Lucky that we didn't actually even start a fire inside the mall, and plus the smoke is enough.
Police are thankful the trio is behind bars, but vow not to stop searching until the final one is caught.
Mr. Crosby, turn yourself in. Just make it easy. I mean, you know, we can chase you all day long, but just turn yourself in and make it a whole lot easier for us.
It is still unclear exactly how many charges they will face. If you have any information, you are asked to contact the Chattanooga Police. In the studio, Kate Smith, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
An Ottawa man is charged with murdering his son-in-law. 56-year-old Glenn Donaldson faces a first-degree murder charge in the shooting death of 30-year-old Adam Levi. It happened at a home on Niles Terrace last night. Investigators say Donaldson called 911 and told dispatchers Levi had threatened him with a knife, and he shot his son-in-law in the head with a pistol. Investigators found Levi's body on the floor of the kitchen but did not find a knife. Donaldson is charged with first-degree murder. A man is in critical condition tonight. He was shot multiple times near the Walmart in Brainerd. It happened around 11:15 this morning on Greenway View Drive. Police are working to determine what happened. Crime scene tape blocked a section of Walmart's parking lot near the store's outdoor living area. The only suspect description released by police is 2 black males driving a white Chevy Malibu. If you know anything about this shooting, call Chattanooga Police. The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office needs your help finding 2 brothers on the county's most wanted list. Charles Ashley and John Ashley are wanted for aggravated assault and carjacking. Deputies say the brothers are known to run together and have been seen in the areas of Mowbray Mountain and in Sequatchie and Bledsoe counties. If you've seen them, call the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office. Police are urging drivers to stay safe this holiday weekend, and we have a reminder from dash cam video capturing a man driving under the influence on Highway 58. The video shows a Hamilton County man veering into oncoming traffic and then smashing into another car. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Kelly McCarthy talked to one person sharing the roadway and has video of what happened. It's a story you'll see only on 3.
Scott Griffin was on his way home around 11:30 Thursday night when he noticed a white truck driving in front of him, swerving between lanes. His personal dash cam recording the whole time.
All over the place, man. What are you doing?
Griffin thought the truck was going to hit him. He knew he needed to keep his distance and try to call police.
So I passed him and honked at him like wake up. And he ended up passing me again. And then that's when he went over into the oncoming traffic.
The white truck started drifting. One car dodged him, but not the second car.
Oh!
Police say 3 people in that second car were injured in the crash.
Some of the girls had, both girls that I saw had blood coming down their face. and one guy couldn't get out of the car because his leg was so hurt.
Tennessee Highway Patrol arrested the driver, 23-year-old Brandon Daly, for DUI and failing to exercise due care. Luckily, everyone involved in the crash survived.
Like, he knew he had messed up, but I still don't think he really knew what was going on, if he was on something.
A visual reminder for Griffin and others: be cautious of who's around you. This video proves the advice you hear all the time. Driving under the influence not only puts your life at risk, but everyone else too.
Oh God.
That's hard to watch. That was Kelly McCarthy reporting. Police say they will step up patrols and DUI checkpoints this weekend, cracking down on anyone driving under the influence. Troopers are reminding everyone to plan ahead and use a designated driver. Now, if you can't find a ride, you can get a tow. AAA is offering its Tow to Go program for those who have had too much to drink on New Year's Eve. It's a free tow for you and your car.
Most of them won't go home if they don't take their car home, you know. And then plus, if the car's there, they have a tendency to want to go back and get it. So you take them and their car home, so then they don't have no reason to be back out on the road.
And several other organizations are offering free ride services this weekend. For more information, visit WRCBTV.com. People in Trenton will get an added warning if a tornado is headed their way. Dade County officials installed a new tornado warning siren behind the sheriff's office, replacing one that's been there about 20 years. The old unit still works, but can only be operated manually. The new siren sounds automatically if a tornado warning is issued by the National Weather Service. It can be heard within a 1 mile radius. The cost of the siren was covered by a federal grant and local special sales tax dollars. No tornadoes in our forecast, fortunately, as we turn into the weekend that leads us to the new year. It's 11:07. Here's Paul.
Well, that's a good thing. All right. This time of year especially. Well, we got some sprinkles that'll be popping up for Saturday. The best chance for the rain will be Saturday night and through Sunday and probably right into Monday too. It's not going to be all day rains, but occasional showers will be popping up. All the cloudiness we're watching now is starting to move across the Mississippi River. It's getting closer and closer. So late tonight and by dawn, we'll see the clouds starting to increase. First, the high variety. Now, there are a few showers down to the south, and they'll start to move our way too, slowly but surely. It's going to take a while to saturate the atmosphere because we are very, very dry right now. And further off to the north, there's a few snow showers popping up here and there also, but that's about it. Right now, the winds are calm. It's 33 in the city, 31 in Cleveland, 29 Dalton, 28 near Fort Payne, Athens 26, and 24 on your Murphy, North Carolina. High temperature today, 50, 36 was the overnight low, and the actual temperature right now is the low for the day. Dalton at 50, Trenton 50, Scottsboro 51, while it was 49 in Chatsworth, and only 41 for a high today. Up on Fort Mountain, Signal Mountain 44, 49 Saudi Daisy, Cleveland 50, Ottawa was also 50 degrees, while we got 51 in Dayton. Lots of 49s from Spring City to 10 Mile, Athens, Etowah, all the way to Murphy at about 44 degrees, and then Jasper at about 50. Here's Vipercast showing those clouds increasing. So by 9 o'clock in the morning, we'll see lots of clouds, except for the Blue Ridge Mountains. The clouds will just start to move in there, and a few sprinkles could move over the Cumberland Plateau. And throughout the day, some light rain showers. This light green is the lightest rain the Vipercast will show you. So it's just light rain, maybe sprinkles coming up throughout the day. And into the evening hours, again, some light rain showers. So you may get wet if you're going out and about for New Year's celebrations. This is around midnight. Again, some light rain. The heaviest rain will be moving out of northeast Alabama, moving into North Georgia. Then by 8 o'clock Sunday morning, I imagine a lot of you will be sleeping, but there could be some showers still popping up. Very light stuff, the heaviest down in Chattooga County. And it looks like the heaviest rain over the next few days is going to be south of the city. By 1 o'clock in the morning on Monday, as you're getting ready to go to work and all that, just pretty much cloudy skies and a few sprinkles here and there. So we'll take a look and see how much rain is going to fall. Right now, Vipercast is only saying between 4 and 6/10 of an inch of rain generally. Pinpoint forecast coming up for tomorrow. Lafayette will be 45, lots of clouds and a few sprinkles. And then on your East Ridge, about 46, and again, some sprinkles. So it's still going to be cool. Tonight, though, 27 with those clear skies. For tomorrow, 46 as the clouds increase and a few scattered showers with southerly winds. And tomorrow night, 42 with a few showers and southeasterly winds. 7-day forecast Sunday. Real good chance, better than 50-50 chance for that rain, 53. A real good chance for showers coming up on Monday too, and possibly even a thunderstorm before it's over with, 62. Then scattered showers on Tuesday and really warm, 68. By Wednesday, 64 and probably dry. Isolated showers Thursday, Friday, a little more rain with 47. And then by the end of the week and into the weekend, could get some interesting weather. It's going to get cold, that's for sure.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay.
Paul, thank you.
I've been telling her stuff off air.
Yes, yes.
But I'm not going to get everybody excited yet. It's too far
Talking
away.
about all those models, right?
Yes, all the
European,
models.
all the
There's
others.
so many of them.
All right, let's just worry about this weekend.
Okay.
Thank you, Paul. After the break on Eyewitness News at 11, a search is underway for a private plane that disappeared over Lake Erie with 6 people on board, including a family of 4. We'll bring you the latest on search efforts. Plus,
I'm Paul Shaheen in Nashville for the Music City Bowl. Coming up later in sports, a big win, record-setting win for the Tennessee Volunteers. Josh Dobbs, a bowl record. Derek Barnett, a Tennessee record, 38-24. Highlights and post-game sound later in sports.
I'm Jill Jelnick in Memphis for the Liberty Bowl, where it was a big day for the Georgia Bulldogs. I'll have highlights and more coming up later in sports.
a frantic search is underway for a small plane that vanished shortly after takeoff from Cleveland, Ohio. Officials fear it may have plunged into Lake Erie with 6 people on board. NBC's Ron Mott has the latest.
A race against time and frigid waters of Lake Erie as the Coast Guard leads the search for a missing plane with 6 people aboard, feared lost.
They lost radio contact as the plane was departing.
Officials say they're picking up a faint emergency signal activated after a crash.
There's several faint hits of an ELT, but we have not received a strong, steady pulse of an ELT signal at this time.
The plane, a Cessna Citation 525 like this one, took off from Burke Lakefront Airport shortly before 11 last night with light snow falling and strong winds gusting to 36 miles an hour. It made 2 turns toward the north before disappearing from radar. John T. Fleming, CEO of a Columbus, Ohio beverage company, was piloting. He was joined by his wife, Suzanne, their 2 teen sons, and 2 others, an adult and child. Neighbors of both families expressed hope.
Let's hope that a miracle happens.
Rough lake conditions hampered the search overnight. Additional search teams from Canada are aiding the effort.
We'll be very hopeful up until the point that we have to turn the search off and we switch over to assisting with recovery.
The group flew to Cleveland to attend the Cavaliers basketball game, and records indicate they were flying back to the Columbus area. Tonight, investigators still don't know why the plane disappeared, as concerns grow for the families. Ron Mott, NBC News.
And when we come back on Eyewitness News at 11, this time tomorrow, millions will be in Times Square waiting for the iconic crystal ball to drop. We'll show you today's test run. Plus, thousands of residents in Maine are without power on this chilly night after a snowstorm dropped more than 2 feet of snow. We have more next.
With coverage you can count on, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 11 in HD.
The biggest snowstorm in nearly 2 years knocked out power to more than 100,000 homes and businesses in Maine today. Crews were out in Bangor assessing damage from high winds and snow. At one point, more than 24,000 customers were without power. High winds also brought down tree branches and power lines in Cumberland, Maine. About 75% of the town was without electricity. The utility company says power will be restored to most of the state by tomorrow afternoon. Millions of the lowest paid workers in the U.S. will ring in the new year with a pay increase. 20 states are raising their minimum wage, but the amount of those increases varies from state to state. In Arizona, the minimum wage will jump by $1.95. In Missouri, Florida, Ohio, and Alaska, the increase is just a nickel. The federal minimum wage has remained at $7.25 an hour since 2009. We are just a day away from ringing in 2017. That means final preparations in New York's Times Square. One of the last things on the to-do list, ensuring the iconic Waterford Crystal Ball is ready to go. A test run was held this morning with a countdown from the crowd of onlookers. There were no problems, as you can see. At exactly 11:59 tomorrow, the ball will begin its descent to usher in the new year. More than 1 million spectators are expected to watch from Times Square alone. Straight ahead on Eyewitness News at 11, big wins for the Tennessee Vols and the Georgia Bulldogs in their bowl games today. We have full team coverage We'll bring you the latest from Nashville and Memphis right after the break.
Vols Bowl coverage brought to you by Warren and Griffith.
Welcome back to Nashville inside Nissan Stadium, the site.
Dogs Bowl coverage brought to you by North. Vols Bowl coverage brought to you by Warren and Griffith, your local lawyers, 265-HURT.
Welcome back to Nashville inside Nissan Stadium, the site of the Music City Bowl, the site where the Tennessee Volunteers are celebrating a third consecutive bowl win for the first time since 1996. A record-setting night in a 38-24 win over Nebraska. Josh Dobbs had a Music City Bowl record, 3 rushing touchdowns, named bowl game MVP, and Derek Barnett becomes the all-time sacks leader at Tennessee, passing Reggie White.
Feeling, I can't really describe it. I just know it happened real fast, and it was a blink, and then he was on the ground.
We had to take a timeout so we didn't get a 15-yard penalty. But I think that shows you the respect that our football team has for Derek Barnett.
Derek Barnett's record setter came in the 4th, but the defense started pressuring Nebraska early. A scoreless first quarter paved the way for the offense to run off 21 second-quarter points, 2 by way of senior Josh Dobbs on the ground.
Taking the stage with my brothers, the seniors, and upperclassmen, the last time. I was just, honored to just come out and have another opportunity to play today. It's been a heck of a ride.
Tennessee led 21-7 at the break. The third touchdown on the ground from Josh Dobbs made it a 31-14 lead early 4th quarter. But Nebraska rallied off 10 unanswered, pulling within 7. But again, the Vols answered a 59-yard strike from Dobbs to Josh Malone.
As an offense, we stepped out of the field with full confidence that we was going to go down and score every time, no matter what possession it is, no matter how close the game is. So we came in the huddle just cool, calm, and collected, and just ready to go put up some more points on the board.
This football program has won 15 of its last 19 games. I'm really proud of our seniors. We asked a lot out of them, and they delivered.
38-24, again, your final. Tennessee over Nebraska as Butch Jones stays unbeaten in bowl games at Tennessee. Now, it wasn't just a big day for the Tennessee Volunteers. Remember, the SEC stumbled out of the gates going 1-4 in early bowl games. Tennessee picks up a win today, and so did the Georgia Bulldogs. For more on that, sports reporter Jill Jelnick is in Memphis.
The Georgia Bulldogs did what the Georgia Bulldogs do best. They stuck with their running game, and it paid off. Georgia battled back from behind and rallied in the fourth quarter to beat TCU 31-23 in the Liberty Bowl. The win was in large part thanks to the Dogs' dynamic duo of Sony Michel and Nick Chubb, who combined for over 200 yards on the ground, ultimately running away with Georgia's 30th all-time bowl victory. Georgia was able to get on the board first in this one thanks to a 4-yard run by Sony Michel, but then TCU's quarterback Kenny Hill built up some momentum for the Horned Frogs, first with his 10-yard quarterback keeper for a touchdown, and then with a bullet to John Dyers to give TCU a 16-7 lead in the second quarter. But then here comes Sony Michel. He breaks one tackle, he breaks another, and then another as he makes his way into the end zone for his second touchdown of the game. Georgia now trailing by 2 at halftime. Then Bulldogs come out with a trick play. It's a fake kick and TCU wasn't ready for it. Bulldogs then score on the very next play with a wide open Javon Wims. Bulldogs now up 21-16. That's when Georgia runs away with it as Nick Chubb rushes in the final touchdown of the game. Georgia wins the Liberty Bowl 31-23 over TCU.
I'm proud of these guys, these young men on our team. They do not quit, people. They keep working, and they never stop. They don't look at the scoreboard, which is what we ask them to do, and that turned out well for them.
Everything was tough, but we never stopped. Nobody on the offense stopped. Nobody on the team stopped. We just kept pounding. We kept trusting and believing in what we do.
Any type of momentum that you get in the game is great. It's great for the team. It's just all fight and will. Who wanted it more? Us versus them.
This program's headed in the right direction. You got to climb, and you have to work, and that's what this team's going to do. They've done that all year. They've fought. And they'll continue to do that.
To say that Nick Chubb and Sony Michel each had big games would be an understatement. Michel was the offensive player of the game for Georgia, while Nick Chubb moved into the second place spot all time for Georgia's leading rushers. The even better news is both of them will be returning next year for their senior season. For more on that, we turn now to Sammy Kincaid, who spent the day with the Bulldogs as well.
Today may have been the end of a season, but midnight tomorrow strikes a new year. With multiple Georgia players announcing they're coming back for their senior season, the Bulldogs are ready for an electric 2017.
Everything in football, you can say what you want. It's about me, 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 me. These two have never been like that. They never point the finger at the O-line. They never point the finger at the quarterback. They never point the finger at the receivers. And they're committed to the University of Georgia by saying, I'm going to come back, get my degree, finish this thing right. They care about Georgia.
I'm excited to come back next year and go to work. A lot of stuff ahead of us that we can accomplish, and I can't wait to just be able to get my hands on it and a lot of help from support and leaders just to get things going.
The dynamic duo isn't the only one with plans to stay put. There are two defensive playmakers as well.
I want to tell you something about Lorenzo now. I had a chance when we first got to the hotel to call out a couple players, and I said, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to call 3 or 4 guys out and challenge them. He's one of the guys that I called out. And you know what? He had a hell of a game, and he deserved it.
With this season ending on a positive note, it's safe to say fans are ready for what's to come.
So again, with Chubb, Michel, Carter, and Bellamy all announcing that they're returning, and right now the second recruiting class in the SEC, 3rd overall, this new era of Bulldog football looks promising. At the Liberty Bowl, Sammy Kincaid, Channel 3 Eyewitness Sports. Paul, back to you in Nashville.
Much to look forward to for both the Tennessee Volunteers and the Georgia Bulldogs in 2017. A 2-0 day for the SEC in bowl play. And now the focus shifts to Alabama in the national semifinal in the Georgia Dome Saturday at 3 with Washington. One more time inside Nissan Stadium in Nashville. I'm Paul Shaheen, Channel 3 Eyewitness Sports.
Dogs Bowl coverage brought to you by Northgate RV in Ringgold. You're going to love this place.
Well, we're going to see the clouds roll in for tomorrow, so don't expect a lot of sunshine. Then we're going to see some sprinkles the first half of the day, and then some showers will develop, and highs will only be in the 40s. So it's not going to be a real pretty day tomorrow. And then Sunday, occasional showers with 53. More showers on Monday. Showers should be ending Tuesday. Wednesday looks dry but cloudy, and then some more showers widely scattered Thursday and Friday of next week.
Wow.
Doesn't look pretty. It's not going to be a pretty week.
It's a messy week. Yeah. Okay, Paul, thank you. Well, you may have heard of the mannequin challenge, a viral video trend where people remain frozen, like mannequins, while a moving camera goes around them. Well, here is our favorite. Astronauts on the International Space Station took the challenge to a whole new level. Crew members performed the challenge while floating in microgravity. It makes people and objects weightless. Pretty cool, huh? The video was shot and posted by French astronaut Thomas Pesquet.
Pretty cool.
Happy New Year. See you Monday.